For the second part of our Eric Carle project, you're going to get your painted paper back, and it may be a little wrinkly, that's normal, and you're going to flip it over onto the white side. Now you've had a week to think about what kind of animal you want this to become. The idea is to keep it simple. Eric Carle's animals were very simple. He did make them in pieces, like make the head, and then the body, and the legs, and then cut them out separately, and he glue them all together on the paper so you can see the lines. So, I'm going to think about the kind of animal I want, and draw a head. I think I'm going to make a lizard with his mouth open. I'm going to give him some spikes on his head. And he needs a body, so I'm going to draw the body. Notice my body is not attached. I will have the tail attached though. The body and the tail. I want to add some spikes to that too. And don't draw anything that you can't cut out. And he needs legs, so I'm going to draw legs. And a back leg. I kept it very, very simple. And then these pieces all get cut out. For areas like the scales, which are hard to cut, what I'm going to do is cut so my scissors are just touching the tip of the scales to get the big part of the paper out. Once that's done, I can go back and chop at it from two different directions to get those little points out. That's the easier way than trying to turn your scissors. And I would do the same thing on his pointy little toes. It's hard to do it the other way. And when you're done cutting, don't crumple up your scraps yet, because you might need them in case you lose a piece of your animal's body. So this is what it looks like when it's on the back side. I flip it over. It's got a colorful head. Whoa, look at that body and tail and front leg, back leg for my little lizard. And Eric Carle always had a white background, so we're going to use a glue stick to glue this to the white background. I would do the big things first, like my body has to go first. I'm going to do the gluing away from my white paper so my white paper doesn't get all sticky. So body is glued on. Make sure the whole thing is flat on the paper. And next, the head. Lay it down. Might have to hold it down and count to 5 or 10 in your head to make sure it's going to stay. Same thing for your other parts, whatever part you may have. There's the leg and the last leg. Now he's missing some details, and Mr. Eric Carle, even though he was an artist, he still used fun things like crayons. So we can use our crayons after you're done building to add details onto your animal, whatever kind of animal you chose to create. So if I want to give him a long curly pink tongue, I can. Maybe there's a bug flying through the air, and we can add decoration to the bottom. And I now have a happy lizard that's trying to catch his lunch out in the middle of the desert.